What if a single food you already know could both slow bone loss and help you rebuild stronger bones as you age?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster. Today we're looking at evidence that egg yolk proteins can reduce bone breakdown, stimulate new bone formation, and even support fracture repair, an approach that aims to maintain independence without leaning only on drug-based strategies.
I'm Alara Skye. We'll walk through what the studies found about egg yolk peptides that act on bone cells, why the smallest fragments matter most, and how you can pair the right kind of eggs with collagen and key nutrients like vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin K2 to support stronger bones with practical food-based steps.
When bone loss accelerates, you feel it as shorter stature, back aches after routine tasks, or fractures from minor slips. Standard treatments primarily target osteoclasts, the cells that break down bone, but the trade-offs can be difficult. You can improve the balance by reducing excess breakdown and encouraging steady rebuilding through daily choices that feed your repair systems.
One study in Food Science of Animal Products tested egg yolk proteins, broken into peptides, to see how they affect osteoclasts. Water-soluble peptides lowered the number of bone-destroying cells, and the smallest fragments were the most effective. They not only reduced these cells, but also pushed older ones toward cell death, directly easing the pressure on your skeleton.
Those same tiny peptides switched off multiple internal signals that keep bone-destroying cells alive and active. By blocking several pathways at once, they interrupted the activation of bone-eating enzymes before damage accumulated. The takeaway is simple. Specific compounds in egg yolk can dampen bone breakdown through coordinated action inside the very cells that drive loss.
Balancing that, research in the Journal of Functional Foods examined how egg yolk proteins affect osteoblasts, the cells that build bone. Results showed faster growth, more mineral deposition, and denser, tougher bone. Again, the smallest protein pieces worked best because they enter cells easily and trigger the programs that mature osteoblasts and direct them to lay down minerals.
Viewed together, these findings show a complementary effect. Certain egg yolk peptides quiet the breakdown side, while others turn on bone-building activity. You gain both defense and rebuilding power. That two-sided support matters in daily life because fracture risk drops when you reduce erosion and improve new bone formation at the same time.
Another study identified a fragment called D2 that worked after oral intake and digestion. In animal models of fractures, postmenopausal-type bone loss, and brittle bone disease, D2 improved bone strength and structure. Fracture repair formed thicker, denser bridging tissue within weeks, and strength tests showed greater force tolerance compared to no treatment.
Importantly, D2 survived digestion, entered the bloodstream, and reached target tissues. Safety metrics were reassuring over 2 weeks. No weight changes, no abnormal behavior, routine blood tests without toxicity, and even improvements such as lower triglycerides. In both mouse and human cells, D2 promoted osteoblast growth, maturation, and mineralization at low doses.
These results point to regeneration rather than protection alone. Instead of only slowing bone loss, the egg yolk fragment actively built new bone and improved its quality. That distinction matters if you want bones that hold up during everyday tasks, walking, lifting groceries, or catching your balance on a curb, because quality and resilience are what prevent disabling fractures.
Translating this into steps you can use starts with choosing the right eggs. Hens fed corn and soy produce eggs high in linoleic acid, a polyunsaturated fat tied to inflammation and mitochondrial stress. If you eat more than 4 of these eggs daily, you can exceed a 5-gram linoleic acid limit. Prioritize pasture-raised eggs, ideally from hens that forage or receive custom feed, formulated for lower linoleic acid. These give you the bone-supportive compounds without the hidden fat burden.
Next, get collagen into your diet, because about 1/3 of your bone structure is collagen. Aim for protein to make up roughly 15% of your daily calories, with about 1/3 of that as collagen. Practical options include homemade bone broth from organic, grass-fed bones, slow or pressure-cooked gelatin-rich cuts, or a quality collagen or gelatin supplement. Supplying collagen provides the scaffold your bones require for strength and flexibility.
Cover your nutrient bases so calcium is used correctly. Pair calcium with vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin K2 to send calcium into your bones and teeth rather than into arteries. Egg yolks are notable here because they are a rich source of vitamin K2 as MK4, a fast-acting subtype that is uncommon in modern diets yet central to guiding calcium into bone. Good calcium sources include raw grass-fed dairy, pasture-raised egg yolks, and even finely powdered eggshells. Add fermented foods, get daily sunlight exposure, and consider a quality magnesium supplement since diet alone often falls short.
Use movement and recovery as a signal. Weight-bearing activities, walking, resistance training, active gardening, tell your body to reinforce your skeleton. Recovery time is just as important, because that is when nutrients and egg-derived proteins are incorporated into new tissue. The steady alternation of stress and rest drives remodeling.
Cut back on foods that accelerate loss. Highly processed products, sugary drinks, and packaged snacks promote inflammation that speeds bone breakdown. Replacing soda with water and fast food with whole food shifts the balance toward building. If bigger changes feel hard, add one more pasture-raised egg meal per week, or keep a pot of bone broth ready. Small adjustments compound.
If you are wondering where to start, focus on consistency rather than complexity. Choose low linoleic acid eggs, include a daily source of collagen, secure vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin K2 alongside food-based calcium, and keep your week anchored by regular weight-bearing movement and adequate sleep. These inputs align with the research by reducing destructive signaling, turning on bone-building pathways, and supporting efficient mineral placement.
Here's today's challenge. Over the next 7 days, replace one processed meal or sugary drink with a pasture-raised egg-based meal, add a daily collagen source, and get at least 3 sessions of weight-bearing activity. Track how you feel in your back, hips, and balance as you move through daily tasks. Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.